Peace, family. Peace, family. We live. This one, I'm just gonna get straight to the point. A lot of people have been tapping in. I've been hearing the comments, and I wanted to make sure that we really hit home on, major key factors in wholesaling real estate, not only in 2025, but in this exact season that we're in right now, right? This is a very, very important time. A lot of shifts are happening in the industry. And a lot of people they're saying, hey, how am I going to stay consistent? How am I going to get these deals done? How am I going to get the results? So that's what this call is going to be about today. And the focus is, are you marketing your deals daily, right? Are you marketing your deals? Are you marketing yourself, your business consistently, daily, right? In this market, the ones who consistently market daily are the ones closing the deals, okay? In this session, I'm going to break down why, how, and what to do. Plus, I'm going to drop some resources that'll help you guys change the game. So, as you all know, I'm Coach Byron Gatsby, the Do More mentor. Do more, dwell less. When dwelling becomes doing, magical things begin to happen, right? And we don't just talk about the game; we play it. I've successfully closed over $1 million in wholesale deals. My students are constantly getting it done. They've locked in over 80K in deals in just a few months. And these things I'm going to talk to you guys about on this call is really going to hit home and be the key factors to not only myself and my partners, but my team getting these consistent results. So if you've been sitting on deals or you're scared to promote them, this call is going to be for you, right? So right now, buyers, they have the leverage, right? Inventory is up. Price drops are real. It's people always ask me, like I had a lot of people asking me lately, like, is it a buyer's market? Is it a seller's market? Is it this market? Is it that market? And I tell them I don't pay attention to that stuff because we got to make money in every market, right? Whether it's a buyer's market, whether it's a seller's market, somebody's always selling, somebody's always buying. The major key is going to be, where do you stand with your positioning, with your deals? What is putting you in the forefront on the seller side, and what is putting you in the forefront on the buyer side? And that's going to be consistent marketing, promoting. In this game, you have to be a walking, talking billboard for your business. You have to be consistent. Like, for example, if you got right now, let's say you got 3 contracts, right? Let's say you got 3 contracts, 3 properties you're marketing, right? And on Monday, you did a blast. However you guys are blasting out to your clients. I use, first and foremost, my automated CRM system, my Sumo investment sites, where deals are constantly there. So I'm bringing my buyers constantly to deals by running ads, right? I'm bringing my sellers constantly to opportunities to sell me properties, to get their property sold fast with the one-stop shop. So having yourself set up and positioned for success, whether it's if you're using a CRM or if you have one, ensuring that you're using it correctly, right? A lot of you guys, you see, I have the Sumo investment side with all of the deals in one place. So when we talk about inbound, outbound marketing and communication, I want you guys to take notes on this call. I want you to think about what all forms of inbound and outbound communication are you having to scale and close more deals, right? When I first started in the game, one thing I always tell all of my guys is the free promo and marketing. Free promo and marketing is always going to be on places where people are looking to sell and buy homes, right? Your Facebook marketplaces, your Craigslist. A lot of times we forget about those places along this journey, right? Taking that time to stop in, filter out, for sale by owner, need work, motivated seller, fire damage, but making sure in your schedule you're planning to stop in and do a search and do a look on Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist for a deal at least once a day. As I tell my crew all the time, this action only takes you 5 to 10 minutes, right? You don't want to need to be on there all day long. Take you 5 to 10 minutes per platform. Spend 5 to 10 minutes, even if you go 20, so what? Is it well spent on Facebook Marketplace? 5 to 10, 20 minutes on Craigslist looking for deals, right? So I guarantee you, if you have that in your schedule and you're taking action and you're doing this consistently, daily, you're looking for deals on Facebook Marketplace, you're going to have no problem closing, right? Another lost art, driving for dollars, right? A lot of us, we talk about driving for dollars, but we aren't consistently doing it, right? So we can have these skills, we can have these talents, we can have these know-hows to go and bring in deals, but the main key factor is going to be doing it, right? So when was the last time you actually drove for dollars? When was the last time you drove neighborhoods and jotted down distressed looking properties? And then even if you did that or if you didn't, when did you actually follow up, respond, skip trace, go get the phone numbers, the contact information to those properties and say, hey, this is where I'm going to get my next deal from? Most times when I see people aren't getting the results that they talk about, they desire to get, it's simply because they're not doing the work, right? They're not doing the work. So in this season, in this business, real estate wholesaling, that consistent action is what's going to separate the winners from the losers. And you have to be accountable. When is the last time you did the driving for dollars? When is the last time you did the Facebook Marketplace, the Craigslist search, right? How many posts did you do this week, either marketing a property for sale that you have already, or how many posts did you do this week letting people know that you're an investor, you're a wholesaler, you're looking for off-market deals, you're looking to buy? How many times did you post that? If you didn't post that at least once per day, if you didn't blast out your inventory at least once per day, you're behind the wheel. Consistently being in front of the business, consistently being in front of the money, right? One of my mentors always told me, and I talk about this often, is he's extremely successful because he beats the money there before it gets there, right? So if you're listening in, I want you to ask yourself, when it comes to inbound, outbound communication, when it comes to promo, marketing, to get deals, to sell your deals, right? What have you done thus far this week? What have you done today, right? So we talked about the Facebook, we talked about the Craigslist, we talked about the driving for dollars, we talked about posts. How many posts is your social media platform set up for people to, if they come there, they know that, hey, this guy, this girl is in the real estate business. They're going to be comfortable if they come and they kind of research you, because that's what people do. Are they going to say, hey, this is somebody that's moving and shaking in the business? This is somebody that I can trust to sell my property to. This is somebody that I can trust that I'm going to come to when I want to buy investment properties, right? Do your social media platforms, does your brand, does your work say that you're that guy or girl? If not, fix it today, right? And it boils down to what I'm talking about. Being a walking, talking billboard for the business. Putting more promo and marketing out there so that people can find you, so that deals can find you. Literally, this is the sauce, right? Because I position myself, because I position my business, because I am a walking, talking billboard and brand for the business, the success finds me, right? I can be chilling. And because I've put in that consistency, I put in that work, I've invested in this marketing that I'm talking to you guys about, wherever I'm at, deals are calling me, people are calling me. You want to position yourself to be that go-to guy or girl in your industry, right? Another key factor. So we talked about one of my favorites, word of mouth, right? I run across people, I have sidebar conversations with people all the time who are in the business or express interest in being in the business. And when I get a chance to talk to them, the last thing they're talking about is doing business. That's the first thing coming off my mouth is, hey, you got any deals for sale? Hey, any of your buyers buying? Hey, let me see you over my site. Hey, let me see you over my inventory. Hey, I'm looking to close more deals. Let's partner up. Let's get some deals done. This is the language, right? So if you're not speaking this language, with motivation, with enthusiasm, and letting people know that, hey, we're on to the next. We're looking to close our next deal. Let's partner up on our next one. How much you got in your pipeline? This is how much I got in my pipeline. Let's bring the pipelines together. Let's make some money. If that's not your energy, if that's not your presentation when it comes to branding, marketing, and driving your business forward, then those are the things that I encourage you on this call to pay attention to and to make those adjustments, right? Walking, talking billboard for your business. Remember that. Inbound, outbound communication, whatever that looks like. Remember that, right? Another form, text blast, right? What type of systems are you invested in, right? How far is your marketing? How far is your pitch reaching, right? How far is your marketing? How far is your pitch reaching, right? How many direct mail letters did you send to homeowners this month, this week, this year? Say, hey, I'm looking to purchase a property. Can you say that, hey, I've sent out 2,000 direct mail letters to homeowners in the last 90 days, in the last 6 months? If you can't, that's the things that you need to fix, right? That's where your money is at. If you can say, hey, I sent out 500, 1,000, 2,000 letters, and you know you did that, right? Then you're a person I guarantee is closing deals consistently because you're putting the work in. You send it out. The law of averages work for you and in your favor, right? You look up and you got deals done, right? This is the sauce. We don't have to really complicate this thing. It's all going to boil back down to the work that's being put in, right? The systems that are in place, whether it's direct mail, text blasting, right? Do you have a text blast machine? Do you have a text blast platform that can blast out your message that you're looking to either buy real estate or you're looking to sell real estate? Do you have a system like that can blast out to a list of hundreds, 200, 300, 400, 500, 1,000, 2,000 people? How many text message communication have you sent out this week? How much email communication have you sent out this week? How many people got emails from you with your same consistent message that you're an investor, you're looking to buy properties, you can close fast? How far are you reaching? How many opportunities are you positioning yourself for? This is something that you guys should be able to always answer for yourself. And this is what changed the game in my business. It's a numbers game, right? I know that if last week I sent out 100 direct mail letters, I have an okay chance for success. I know that if last week I sent out 500 direct mail letters, I'm going to be killing it, right? Don't let me do 1,000, but it's the measurement. Can I say that work has been done? How many emails have went out? How often are you communicating with buyers and sellers? Are you positioning yourself with the right strategies for success and for victory, right? What I always encourage all my guys as well, community. You got to go where the buyers are, right? Facebook groups, right? There's so many real estate wholesale Facebook groups. How many are you in, right? If you've been in 8, how many new groups did you join this week, right? So it's all, listen to what I'm saying. All of these things I'm talking about is taking you and positioning you everywhere, right? Now we just want to make sure that that message is very short, simple, and clear. We're investors. We're looking to buy properties off market. We're looking to close fast. And we are the guys to do that for you, right? And you have your branding, your presentation, you have your pitch clean. And I'm telling you, you're not going to have a problem closing deals in this market because you're going to see you so much. They're going to hear you so much. They're going to be like, hey, this is the guy or girl I want to work with, because when I was thinking about or looking forward to selling my property, they was right there. I always see this person marketing. I always hear this guy talking about real estate. I always see this guy posting about something. Be a walking, talking billboard for your business. That's very important this season because there's competition out there. Right? It's competition out there. Like I said, sometimes it's seller's market, sometimes it's buyer market. But buyer, somebody's buying all the time and somebody's selling all the time, right? So what's going to separate you, right, from the person who's getting the deals done, who's handling the business? It's going to be your consistency. It's going to be how seen you are. It's going to be how loud you are. It's going to be how clear you are. It's going to be how consistent you are. That's going to tell how serious you are, right? Think about that. And I know because these were the tweaks. These were the things that had to make shifts in my business, right? I was doing very well just manually and kind of just moseying along. But when I got intentional about the inbound, outbound communication and making sure that I'm a walking, talking billboard for my brand, making sure that I'm everywhere, making sure I reinvest. Think about it. The biggest companies that have the most success is primarily because they're everywhere. They have their marketing budgets are crazy, right? Their marketing budgets are crazy, and that's what they invest in because they know the more that they're seen and the more that they're heard, then they're going to outperform their competitors. That's what it's about. Being in front of the people, having quality, having your message clear, and letting them know that you're serious and you're the go-to person that's going to get the job done for them. You're going to take their property. You're going to do right by it. The offer you say you're going to offer them, you're going to close on it. And they're going to come back to you for repeat business because before they even done one piece of business with you, they're looking at you. And they're either going to say, hey, this person is professional and trustworthy based on what I see, based on presentation, or they're going to say, hey, nah, this person is inconsistent. It doesn't really look like they're investing in themselves. No, I'm not going to trust selling my house to this person. No, I'm not going to trust buying from them. So you want to reduce all skepticism and you want to increase all confidence in people to do business with you. And that's going to come from your attitude, your dedication, your commitment, being that walking, talking billboard for your business, letting people know you're in the game, letting people know you're here to stay, connecting with the community, tapping into resources of people doing what you want to do, breaking bread with people and getting the results. This is going to be the key to your success. Consistency wins, right? This is not about having 1,000 buyers. It's about having 5 real ones who trust you, right? Because one thing I learned about this business, right, is buyers don't buy one time. They're in the business of buying. They're investors. So you don't need it. There's not really no such thing as 1,000 buyers. If you got 1,000 buyers, you're a trillionaire, right? You just need 5 to 10 solid buyers that trust you. And every time they're looking for deals or want to sell their investment properties, you're their guy or girl. And you become that by being the best. And you become the best by being consistent, by showing up, by investing in yourself, by learning, by growing, by knowing the information, by being able to speak it well. But most importantly, it's simply by people trusting that you're going to be in the game. You're going to do the job that you say you're going to do. Be a walking, talking billboard for your business. And I guarantee you, in this market, you won't have a problem closing deals. All right. So this is huge. This is huge. This is what it's about. Now, this show, and I want to shout out the Ultimate Wholesaling course, right? Because right now that's my wholesaling course. A lot of you guys have been asking about it. The Ultimate Wholesaling course, we're right now running a 50% off promotion. So if you want to move from guessing to closing, right? If it's somebody that's like, hey, I'm right there, I'm watching people close these deals, I'm watching people make this money. I'm just missing, that consistent information. I'm just missing that consistent support, that consistent energy. Now is the time for you to grab the Ultimate Wholesaling course, especially while it's 50% off. This is a limited time. This is crazy, right? In this course, we're going to walk you through finding deals, building your buyers list, pitching and closing step by step consistently. You're going to get the exact systems, right? Sales triggers, right? We're going to teach you. It's so much. Me and my partner, Sean, we've invested so much time, experience, and hours, not only for how you to close and start closing deals consistently, but how you can build a automated virtual wholesaling ecosystem that you can rely on for life. So the link is going to be down in the comments, and we're also going to give you guys a special free wholesaling checklist, right? So you're going to get the checklist free. This is just making sure you guys got all the basic information that the business as far as from a legal standpoint, as far as just comprehending what wholesaling real estate is. The Ultimate Wholesaling Accelerator course is going to be myself and my partner, Sean. Hands-on, you guys are going to be our business partners. We're going to coach you on how to close deals consistently and how to scale, and specifically how to make your first $10,000 in the next 30 days. And if you're somebody that's been closing, as let's say you're doing, 1 to 2 deals a month, we're going to show you how to take that to doing 3 to 5 deals per month, right? So we just want to show you guys how to take this information, how to take these systems and this experience that we've had the chance to gain and scale your business, right? So one of the biggest mistakes when we talk about walking, talking billboard for your business, one of the biggest mistakes that people make is they're not following up, right? They're doing the first steps, but then they're like, "Yeah, I did those steps," and they're sitting back waiting. No, I bug people. I run people down. Like, I'm known for that. My people, sometimes you got to tell them to be relax, man. The deal getting done. You on top of it every second, every minute, every day. And I tell them they got to know I'm serious, bro. Because if it's 10 people that's looking to do the same thing that I'm looking to do, I want them to know me. I want to be the person that's in the front line. If that takes for me bugging them and being on top of the business, not just for me, but for them, but for everybody, that's what I want to do. Right? And that's what I'm encouraging you guys to do. And I'm telling you that when you start doing that, when you start following up, when you start being hungry, when you start being on top of your business, when you start being the go-to, when you start being the most hungry, when you start being the expert in your industry, and that shows through your consistent action. Woo! When I tell you that everything you're looking at or everything you're doing right now in your business is going to naturally grow as a result of you doing those things, just take action and see. And I want you to tap back in with me and let me know, hey, man, you one line. You know, I thought I was doing something, but when I listened to what you talked about, and I went back and I increased everything, I turned everything up, I became a walking, talking billboard for my business, Byron. I became consistent. I left no stone unturned. Every day I made sure things were moving forward, that I was doing something to push my business, to push my results forward. And I did that consistently, man. And the results, they've been there and they've been crazy. I want you to come talk to me and I want you to tap in and I want you to tell me how that's going for you, right? Another thing I want to leave off with just this segment, right? Because I just wanted to come and really drill home with you guys that the key to scaling and growing, the key to taking advantage of this time, the key to taking advantage of this time in your business is going to be first that hunger, that effort, that consistency, but you being a marketing, walking, talking billboard for your business. That you execute all forms of getting in front of the competition, all forms of getting to where you need to get to, getting to your sellers, right? Getting to your buyers, getting those contracts signed before the next person, being on top of things. That's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. But one piece that goes along with that, because a lot of people, especially my newbies, their main concern is buyers, buyers, buyers. I'm going to tell you, your main concern should be marketing, 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 because the buyers come with the deals. Good deals bring buyers. You get a good deal, you secure it where it's profits for you and the end investor on there. You put it out there, the buyer's going to run you down. And they're going to be in competition for that deal if it's really good. And then they're going to be saying, hey, when you got another one? You got another one? Send me another one. We're looking to close 5 by this month, right? So you want to do the marketing, 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 because you want to be the person that can supply the buyers. There's too many people worried about buyers that don't even have the inventory to supply the buyers. That's the work that needs to be done. That's the work that's going to change the game for you. You know, that's the work that's going to change the game for you guys in this season. That's what's going to get it done for you. So, with that being said, I just want to leave you with that, right? The doers will win. You're going to always hear me say that. The person who's a walking, talking billboard for their business, somebody the mouth can say anything, but if I go look you up and I can't see that you're looking to get deals, I can't see that verbiage anywhere I find you. I don't see anything that says you're a buyer. I don't see anything that says you're a seller. I don't see anything that says you're an investor, you're a wholesaler. I don't see anything that wants to attract me to sell my property to you or buy a property from you. If I can't get that message clear in my first engagement interaction with you, wherever that is, that's what we need to fix. That's what we need to fix, right? So make sure you guys grab the wholesaling checklist. It's free. Learn how to get started and make your first 10K in real estate. Also, for those who are ready to accelerate their business, the course, my partner Sean, with the team, we're ready to support you. We're ready to guide you hands on. Click that link, get that course. You know, and like I always say, let's go together, guys. Let's go together. So I want you to just challenge yourself to market more consistent daily, be consistent, and get help when needed. Teamwork make the dream work. Tap into the community of doers. I have so many resources out there for you guys. Like I said, I'm a human being. We're working every day. And if anybody's out there that's watching this, if you got deals currently in the Michigan and Columbus, Ohio markets, DM me, send me your inventory, what you got. Let's break some bread together, right? If you got deals currently in Michigan or the Columbus, Ohio market, send me the DM, send me the deals. If you're buyers out there, you catch this. If you're investors and you catch this, click my link in any of my bios, Sumo Investment. We have over 30 off-market properties, and they're coming in and they're changing and they're selling, and they're on the site every day, both commercial and residential. Find your next off-market deal on the Sumo Investment site. The link is available in my bio. I'm super excited for you guys. This is the most valuable time in the real estate industry. This is the season to scale your business, and just carry that message. Just carry this message for the day. Marketing, 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 marketing.